Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 8 of my Leeds United career. Now, today's episode, we've got plenty of games to get through. The first game is going to be against Wolves in the league, as you can see there. It's an away match for us to play, followed by a game against Barnsley, and then to finish off today's episode, a game against Aston Villa. A tough match for us to play. We do have a week's gap, though, to be able to recover from the game against Barnsley, so we should be okay for that game, and we'll have to wait and see how we get on in today's episode. Apologies for me, no upload, I think, in like 2 days. I can't remember the last time that happened, a long time ago. A few reasons for that. First of all, I'm still actually very ill. I've got really bad flu. I think it's from like a week after Freshers, but it seems like it's happening around everyone in the accommodation. So I've got it, and that's obviously me. I'm struggling a little bit with the voice, which is pretty important when you're trying to make a YouTube video. So hopefully it's going to be okay in today's video. There might be a little bit sort of stop-starty if I have to cough midway through, obviously, what I'm saying. So hopefully we should be okay in today's episode. Also, I'm in the process of dropping out of uni. Now, I'll do a proper video on this when I get back and back home and leave uni officially. I'm still here for now, but I will do a video explaining that properly, the reasons why I'll be dropping out in a separate video. For today's episode, though, we are going to be cracking on with the career modes. We'll also be relaunching the career modes when I'm back home with Facecam, with obviously basically better editing and the usual sort of career modes that I've been doing over the last few years. So hopefully that'll happen. There'll also potentially be some new career modes coming out as well very shortly. So we'll see exactly what happens, but for now I'm still at uni and we are going to still be going with this setup for now. Let's crack on with today's episode. Before we do, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode. This game against Wolves is how we're going to kick things off. This is the team we're going to go with as well. Refound starting goal, Ailing at right back, Pennington, Cooper, Borthwick Jackson in defence. So in front of that, got Calvin Phillips and O'Kane, Sacco, Roof and Dallas in behind Grot, who's going to start as our striker. So quite a few changes in this lineup, as you can tell by the lineup we've gone with there. Luke Ayling, the only guy I think that remains from the previous game. We did play fairly recently, so I have decided to rest some players, as well as the fact that we have a game against Barnsley in a few days' time as well. So hopefully we're going to deal with all this pretty well. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We'll have to wait and see how we react to all the changes. Obviously, Grot starting up front is not something that's been particularly successful or happened that many times, to be honest. So he's got a chance here to prove himself. Hopefully he takes it. Okay, let's crack on with this game against Wolves. I think this could be quite a tough game. Wolves obviously spent a lot of money in real life. They've got a decent team. I think they're doing pretty well in real life now as well. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on. Great start though. Grot playing it through to Roof. Could this be 1-0? Well, probably should be 1-0, but great strength shown by, I think, the defender, I think it was. Might be a midfielder, but someone tracked Roof anyway and shrugged him off the ball, even though he was going through and ready to score. Great start to the game, a couple of minutes in. Hopefully we can continue that, and this time try and get ourselves a goal. Borthwick Jackson coming up against, I think, his former club. Pretty sure he's on loan there at one point anyway, and we'll have to see how he gets on. Sacco now with plenty of space to run into. He's managed to get him behind the fullbacks. Not too many Wolves defenders back. Sacco still going. Going to shoot himself. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Thought it was going to be a goal. Probably should have been as well. Another really good chance for us. Another one not taken as well. I was looking for maybe a cutback at one point, but didn't really open. Grot didn't hold us run. He kept on going and didn't give us another option. Grot now into Roof. Roof with a chance to shoot, and 3 shots only 9 minutes in. It's a good start, but arguably could be 2-0 up now. Calvin Phillips into Sacco. Sacco now inside to Grot. Grot turning into Roof. Again blocked. Unable to get a clear shot away so far. We've had a couple of half chances. A few clear-cut ones as well, to be fair, but again, just not managed to take them. And Wolves having 1 or 2 chances on the counter-attack themselves, and so far not managed to do too much with it. Playing it back here, but being patient and allowing the build-up a little bit. Good save by Refiled. I think it was going wide anyway, though. Stuart Dallas out into O'Kane. O'Kane back into Dallas. Grot going to try and turn out and shoot. Oh, blocked again. How many times that happened? 40 minutes in. We've looked the better team by far in terms of getting into the right positions. Haven't managed to do anything once we've done that. And still made 0-0 after 40 minutes. Oh, ball in. Hits the post. That's easily Wolves' best chance of the game so far. Really good opportunity for them. Haven't managed to quite get the strike right. And in fact, probably should score that one. Great chance for them at the end of the first half. Still makes 0-0. I think we'll go into the half-time break at 0-0 as well. Unless we can create something here. Sacco going forward again. Looking at a threat with his pace, but the pass is absolutely dreadful. Half-time, 0-0. Let's crack on with the second half straight away. Frustrating for us because we could be maybe 3-0 up at this point, to be honest. I think Wolves could maybe have also had one themselves. It's certainly been a better game for us, I'd say. We've had better chances, but there's been too many blocks from Wolves defenders. It's ridiculous sometimes how many blocks you see from the opposition, but it's happened a lot in this game, and that's why it's still remains 0-0. Grot, again, looking to try and get the build-up play right. Roof's still going. Hopefully we've got a finish here. Oh, drags it wide. It's my only concern. I think with transfer creation, we're doing okay. We seem to have some good pacey players, some players holding the ball up, which is good, but I'm not so sure about the finishing. Maybe got to look to bring on a finisher. Okay, first two changes, Trubisky and Hernandez to come on. We'll take off Dallas and Grotz. Those guys, well, Dallas is tired, and Grotz obviously not really done too much for us. So we're going to bring on Trubisky. Hernandez will go down the centre. Roof will go on the left-hand side. We'll see how that goes for the final 30 minutes. Not going to bother waiting any longer. We need to try and score a goal, ultimately. Can't really afford to drop too many points. Obviously, we are far in front, but I don't want to, I should rather say, than we can't afford to. So, yeah, we'll see how we get some of those changes. Hopefully that kind of improves things a little bit. Like I said before, chance creation's good, finishing not so good. Don't have enough guys around the box or in the box. No way. He's just given that a penalty. Pennington runs into their attacker by accident and gives away a penalty. 25 minutes left of this game and Pennington's just given away a penalty like that. I mean, it's clearly not on purpose, is it? It's a penalty, and they've had very few chances, but it's going to be Jota, or Jota, however you pronounce his name, to step up and score the penalty past the goalkeeper. It's 1-0, Wolves are winning, completely undeserved. We've got 25 minutes now to get 2 goals. Final change, Sayers is going to come on, and we're going to therefore take off O'Kane, bring on a centre attacking mid, and try and sort of change formation a little bit. Roof and Saka hopefully can help out a bit more in midfield with Phillips, and we'll allow Hernandez and Sayers, the fresh legs, to try and attack. 15 minutes left, the chances of us winning the game very, very slim. We're going to have to now, sadly, I think, aim for a draw, but we'll see what happens. 15 minutes to go, still going to be very, very tough to even get a draw, I think, because at the moment the ball isn't really in the Wolves' half as much as I'd like. Trubisky into Pablo Hernandez. He's going to shoot and it's blocked. And that's been the theme for the whole of the match. No real surprise there. It's been a block every single time we try to shoot. It's going to be a short corner. Roof to Sayers. Sayers is going to play it out to Calvin Phillips to try and get back in here. Change the angle up a little bit. Oh, this hasn't gone well, as it? We've not really managed to break them down as much as I'd hoped. Pablo Hernandez turning and trying to shoot and, again, blocked. Oh no, oh no. Saved and, off the bar. That could have been 2 in the final few minutes and cleared away. Wolves, again, just looking at a threat on the odd occasion when they counter-attack. It's so frustrating. Why can't we attack like the opposition do sometimes? So frustrating. That'll be it. We've lost the game 1-0. Not the way we wanted to start today's episode. Not the way we deserved to start it. In terms of the chance created, in particular in the first half, 9 shots, 6 on target. It's more shots on target than Wolves. You have yet to actually get ourselves a goal. So frustrating. Very frustrating game. Wolves, to be fair to them, created some good chances. Had some decent shots. Hit the bar, of course, in the second half. I think we should have already been 3-0 up by half-time. So, really kind of, we've been punished for not taking our chances. Simple as that. Let's move on to the next game. Tough one to take. The next match is against Barnsley. A few days later, they just drew to Cardiff. So, we'll have to wait and see what sort of response we see from them as well. Okay, so on to the next game now. And the next match is going to be against Barnsley. This is the team I've gone with. Rival starting in goal. Ayling, Janssen, Flint and Barani in defence. Anita and Vieira in midfield. And Hernandez, Sayers and Alioski as our centre attacking mids in behind Lazoga, who starts up front. This is the bench I've gone with. I think I might... do I change Shaughnessy? No, we'll keep him on there, actually. And we might give him a chance if he is needed, of course. He won't be brought on for the hell of it, but he will certainly be given a chance if that position is required. But we'll see what we get against Barnsley. Obviously got to bounce back. Disappointed to lose that game. We've not lost many so far this season. In fact, is that our first loss? Is it? No, our second. So, like I say, not lost many matches so far, but still in a fantastic points position. 9 points for the second place. Can't really argue too much with that. Let's wait and find out how we get on. Hopefully bounce back against Barnsley and get ourselves 3 points. Okay, so on to this game now against Barnsley. Let's see how we get on. We've really got to try and get ourselves 3 points after that last disappointing result. I don't actually think the team selection played too much of a part of it. I think maybe the striker, Grot, that I had up front was potentially an issue, but other than that, I think we created a lot of chances, so I'm not too disappointed in that sense. It was more the fact we didn't take them. You see a minute in, not even a minute in, Baradi get himself a yellow card for that. I think that's very harsh. I think on this game, they certainly need to look at the way that they give out yellow cards. I don't think that they give players enough chances in game. In real life, they would certainly give a warning inside the first minute for that sort of thing, but clearly that's not something that's been inputted into the game, so we'll have to deal with it. Baradi now in a yellow card just a minute into this game, so we've got to deal with that now for the final 89 minutes. Sayas running forward, he's doing a great job as well, going to shoot from range, blocked. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that this episode, I've got a feeling it's going to be quite a few though. Vieira running forward, looking into Lazoga, he's going to hold this one up and shoot. Oh, hits it so well. Accuracy's a little bit off, and it's really, really close as that one actually. I'll have to have a look from the replay, a better angle of it, but you can see it's hit really, really well, but like I say, just a little bit too wide of the post. Sayas into Pablo Hernandez, great run from him. Hernandez to shoot. again wanting to try and play a pass, but no one was there to offer the opportunity to. So it's a really difficult decision to know what to do there, but I had to go for a shot, I think, in the end. And yeah, no, like I say, no one gave me an option to play it inside. It would have been a nice little finish if I was able to cut it back, but option wasn't there, so we've got ourselves a corner. Sayas now to deliver, and Jansen's in there, should connect, and does, but right to the keeper. Zorka all through to Sayas. Oh, just got away from him a little bit. So close. Keeper comes out and gathers really well, though, to be fair to him. Really good chance for us inside the opening 30 minutes. We've had 6 shots. Barnsley have had 0 so far. 6 shots, 30 minutes in. No goals. First shot. First save. Why is it with every single shot they look like they're going to score? Why can't we do that? I mean, our chances are barely even being chances. They have 1 shot and they could have probably scored it. Oh, hit the post. Second shot, and it could be 2-0 at this point. I mean, they've had two chances, could be 3-0 now. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't believe it. They have 3 opportunities and nearly score 3 of them. Alioski switching over to Vieira now. It's made a great run. Vieira waiting for a cutback. He'll find it with Sayas, but cleared off the line. Of course it was. Why is the defender in that position to block it? So frustrating. Great opportunity for us. Again, though, unable to convert the chance. Still remains 0-0. Berardi now inside. Anita trying to turn his body out and shoot, maybe. Anita shoots and scores. Finally get ourselves in front. I thought of all chances that was actually going to be blocked. It wasn't. And we've scored on the stroke of half-time. It's 1-0. Got ourselves in front of Barnsley. Finally. And now 1-0 up with Anita, of all players, scoring the goal. Not known for his scoring, not known for his finishing ability, but he's the guy that's put us in front. And we are 45 minutes in, and we've made it 1-0. Great stuff. Berardi just plays it inside, gets himself an assist at the same time. I was sure it was going to be blocked. Can't believe, of all the chances, it hasn't been blocked as well there. 1-0, and we'll go into half-time break in front. Half-time, 1-0 still. Let's crack on straight with the second half. Hopefully add to the scoreline. Good way to end the first half. Still not convinced by our defence at times. I think Barnsley could have, like I said before, had 2 or 3 goals with their 2 or 3 chances, but they've not quite managed to take them just yet. I imagine at some point, though, they're probably going to have another couple of chances, and eventually I think they're going to take one of them. So we have to try and add to the scoreline as much as possible, and let's see whether we've got the finishing ability to do that. Lozanga switching over to Pablo Hernandez, trying to get him behind the fullback. Hernandez is struggling. He's going to have to cut this one back onto his left foot and wait for some support. What a delivery. Alioski, it's 2-0. Oh my days. I can't believe it. What a bit of play that was. Pablo Hernandez with a fantastic cutback and cross. Alioski's at the back post to head it in, and it's 2-0, double our lead inside the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half, and that is fantastic play. Is that really, really good? Pablo Hernandez cuts inside brilliantly, and the defender not able to keep up with him. Just had to wait for someone to get in the box. There was no one in there to begin with. The cutback helps us massively. We've got a couple of bodies in there. It's only going to be Alioski that was going to get to it, though, and of all players, it's Alioski that scores the header and puts us 2-0 up. He's had quite a quiet game as well. He's not been involved that much at all on that left-hand side, but he's cropped up and he's got himself a goal. Lozanga on to Anita, maybe looking for a second goal or maybe an assist this time. Anita cutting it back. Lozanga, can he make it 3? He has done. What a finish that is. No stopping that. 20 minutes left of the game. We've made it 3-0. And we've really started to bring out the goals down the second half. Taking our chances for once as well. Not like we've had as many chances as the first half, though. We've just managed to take them this time around, which is great news. Anita gets himself an assist as well as a goal. And it's now 3-0 with 20 minutes to go in this game. Looking strong. Ending this game really, really well, actually. Barnsley struggling to cope now with our attacks. The cutbacks have been working. And finally, players starting to get in the right positions. 3-0. Okay, then, all 3 changes. Tabitsky, Click, and Shaughnessy all to come on. We'll take a for Jansen, Berardi, and Pablo Hernandez. Anita will go play as our left back. And the reason why I've made these changes, some players obviously just deserve, I think, a rest. I know they've obviously got a week to recover anyway, but going to obviously change things around a little bit. Shaughnessy will get into the team just for a little bit of game time. I said I'd only bring him on if he was needed. I think he is needed, to be honest, in this situation, so we'll see how it goes. Click will go play just in front of the defence. He's not that much game time and has a chance to impress now. Berardi obviously on a yellow card, so no need to take any risks. Let's see how we get on. Final 15 minutes. Lozanga still going, trying to get round his man. Can he maybe add a second? No, he can't. Can't quite add a second to his own tally in this game. It's a little bit wild in the end, and still remains 3-0. Lozanga over the top here to Tabitsky. The fresh leg's going to help us out. Tabitsky's got to look across here. It's got to be Ayling with the goal, and it is. Luke Ayling scores. We don't see that too many times. Luke Ayling gets a 4th goal and adds to the scoreline. 7 minutes left of the game. Don't think he's actually scored for us before. I'm pretty sure he hasn't anyway. And makes a fantastic run through the middle. I thought it was actually going to be one of our attacking players that makes the run, but it's actually our right back instead. Really, really good run from him. Strong run. The only guy in the box that's actually available to play it to. And he just passes it past the goalkeeper. As simple as that. It's 4-0. And that is the game well and truly over now. Lozanga into Sayaz, who's going to shoot. Oh, I think it's actually dipping there, to be honest. Goalkeeper had to put it over the bar, and we'll play a short corner into Alioski, who's going to turn out here on his left foot and cross. Click is in there. Oh, that's his best opportunity, I think, ever in a Leeds shirt, to be honest. Click, really good connection on that header, and it nearly managed to make it 5. So far, though, I've been really, really impressed with his performance since coming on. And it's a chance for Bradshaw to get rid of the clean sheet for us. I need to try to catch up. Bradshaw shoots and scores. Frustrating. Really, really frustrating. They've caught us on the counter-attack there. Don't know what's happened with the defence. Don't know where everyone's gone. Poor positioning. And we've lost the clean sheets. And it now is 4-1. Frustrating to have done that in the 90th minute, kind of give away the clean sheet so easily, but yeah, really, really disappointing. Don't know what's happened with the defensive setup there from the corner. We don't need to send so many players forward or funnel up. So completely unnecessary, but yeah, we will still come away with the 3 points, which of course is the most important thing, but frustrating to not get the clean sheet like we should have. Finishes 4-1, get ourselves the 3 points. Let's move on to the next game. Happy with that overall, especially the second half. Took our chance as well. This time round, 16 shots, 8 on target, 4 goals. Much better. For the next game that we have to finish off today's episode against Villa, I think it is. We'll do some play developments. We'll see how we get on. We do have a little bit of time to recover from that last game. So we'll do some play drills now, see how we get on, and hopefully have a bit more progress. Yeah, a couple of matches going up. No change in overall this week, though. Not that we really expected to see any. Grot getting a little bit closer to 73 overall. Got a transfer friend here from Crew, and that's 110 grand for Jack McKay. Obviously a player we're desperately trying to get rid of. Nobody's actually come in and agreed a deal for him officially. We keep on accepting them. They keep on breaking down for some reason. So we'll see whether that one does get accepted this time round. The club aren't happy with the youth development objective. Signed 2 players, potential of 75 overall. Increase their overall by at least 10 points. Yeah, we'll try and do that, but to be honest, it's not my main focus at the moment. My main focus is the senior setup. Maybe we'll look at the youth side of things a little bit later on in the season or next season. We still have a few players in the youth academy, so that, you know, we're not like definitely ruling it out, but certainly not my main priority at the moment. Okay, and he was actually sold pretty quickly, Jack McKay. So he leaves us. He goes to Crew. Finally, we've managed to agree a deal. We'll take a look at our youth academy now. Actually, as we've mentioned it, we'll see what sort of talents we've got in there. We've actually got 1 player that we can promote into the senior setup, so that will be Aidan Clark if we were to bring in anybody. He's 5'5" CDM. Not really the sort of player I was after. Okay, so the game against Villa. No changes to the team. This is the side we're going to put out. It played well, so there's no need to make changes. They've had a good rest as well, so we should be all right on that front. Only changes come to the bench. Gomez gets on there. Dallas gets on there as well, so 2 changes there. Gomez gets on there because I think he deserves a chance. He's asked to play, so we're going to put him on the bench. Maybe he'll come off it. Depends what sort of situation they're in. But I think players deserve a chance. Yeah, he's 20 years old. Yeah, he's 61 overall, but we'll see what he's got. I mean, he's got a good pace, so we'll see. We'll wait and find out if we do get a chance to play him in game. And yeah, we do also have Dallas on there as well. So that means we've got players like Click missing out, and also O'Kane again missing out, which is probably a little bit harsh. He'll come in, I think, for the next game, next episode. Or should I put him on the bench? I'm tempted not to make too many changes. I think we'll leave it like that. I'm pretty happy with Phillips on the bench for now. So we'll go with that, see how we're getting against Villa, and hopefully get ourselves another 3 points. Managed to recover from the disappointing loss at the start of the episode, which was good to see. Hopefully we can continue in that vein of form. Got to try and get ourselves 3 points again, because now currently 9 points still in front of Sheffield Wednesday, so that's great news. And who's that getting player of the month? Is that Janssen? I can't even tell. Who is it that's got player of the month? It's Alioski. Great news for us. Player of the month for Alioski. But now to the game. Let's see how he gets on. Not really too short to expect from this Villa team. They've spent a lot of money on players. They've got some good players, there's no doubt about it. If John Terry's playing, well, that'll be very interesting for us. But yeah, I'm excited actually. Different sort of team, Villa. I don't think I've played against them yet on FIFA 18. Okay, to this game now against Villa. Let's see how we get on and hopefully get ourselves a victory. Is John Terry playing? It certainly doesn't look like it. I think that's SAMBA, is it, in the back? Not too sure, to be honest, on the Villa team, but certainly can't see John Terry. Glenn Whelan's playing Jedinak. Some interesting players that they've chosen there, and an interesting pass as well to go along with it. Free kick opportunity, and it's going to be Glenn Whelan over this. This would be embarrassing if this goes in. Jedinak's also over it, and yeah, I don't think we were ever going to be embarrassed by Jedinak. He embarrasses himself. Lazoka turning inside, shooting on his left foot. Oh, I thought it was going to be a goal. Good save, beaten away, 15 minutes in. Our best chance so far of the game. Sayers now just going to try and deliver into the box straight away. Ponta Janssen is lurking, connects with it. Again, just not enough power behind any of the headers. It's not just Janssen in particular, it's just everyone. Every time the delivery goes in, we can't seem to connect with it well enough. Alioski wins it back out of the pitch. Great chance to counter-attack. He does have a little bit of support, but we've got more coming if we can. Alioski's still going, looking to bring the ball forward. Great chance. Alioski looking for a ball across, and wow, was that SAMBA with a tackle? What a tackle that was. I think it's a goal kick as well. That's brilliant defending. Chance here, Glenn Whelan shooting. Side netting. Thought he was actually going to go in there for a second. Goalkeeper, I think, pretty much had it covered, to be honest, but does go side netting. Still remains 0-0. 2 minutes left of the first half. And so far, it has been Leeds versus SAMBA FC. SAMBA is the reason why Villa are not, at the moment, losing this game by maybe 2 goals. We have had some great chances. He's been a rock at the back. Quite literally a rock as well. He's just been doing some fantastic work for them, defending and preventing any attacks that we have. So it's very much SAMBA FC at the moment, and we're struggling to get past them. Half time, 0-0. Let's move on to the second half straight away. Disappointing first half. Like I say, it's been down to their centre-back, SAMBA. The reason why we're not in front is because of him. They've had 6 shots. There's not that many decent ones, to be honest. Glenn Williams was probably the best one. They hit the side netting. I felt we've had more chances than that. Probably have as well, but just haven't managed to get shots away during those chances. So still remains 0-0. Possession-wise, not quite good enough. They've dominated that. It's understandable, the sort of players that they have in that midfield. But yeah, we're going to have to try and, I think, create a few more clear-cut chances this time. Lazogo turns his man, going to shoot. Samba's in the way. SAMBA FC, yet again, getting in a block. It sounds like some sort of ultimate team name, does that, SAMBA FC? But it's true. He's literally determined the result at the moment. And the amount of blocks it's put in, challenges in general, have just been so good. And they've actually scored as a result of that SAMBA block. 1-0, losing this game now, and with just over 30 minutes left. They have put themselves in front. Let's move on because, yeah, disappointed about that. Poor defending, allowed them too much space, and they are now finding themselves in front. Again, it's down to Chris SAMBA. Okay, on 3 changes, maybe a little bit controversial. Roof, Chibitsky, and Saka all coming on. We'll take off Lazoga, Hernandez, and Seaz. Again, like I say, pretty controversial, I think, to take those guys off, but changing the way that we're going to play, I think, now for the final 30 minutes. Lazoga's just been completely man-marked by SAMBA. He's on to every single time, so we're going to have to bring on someone a little bit faster. That's going to cause him a few more issues. Maybe he can hold the ball to allow Roof to get in behind. Saka going to try and get behind now as well, so a different sort of style of play is what we're going to go with, and hope that causes Villa a few more issues. Olioski. Now into Lazoga, got some space to shoot and score. The changes will be made, but we've managed to equalise. 25 minutes left, and I don't know how that's actually opened up for us at all. He just peels off whoever's marking him, and he's actually completely free here, Lazoga. Just drops off the defence, and if you don't give the defence to mark anyone, it can sometimes allow you a little bit of space and confuse the defence a little bit more as well. It's a fantastic strike to get us back in level terms. Look at this. Vieira just playing it forward, I think, here. It's Seaz who just lays it off to him. Nobody's around him. It's really, really poor. I'm not seeing that so far from Villa. Poor organisation in defence. Samba's not really marking anybody himself. And that's a hell of a strike as well. Keep I get there. And just as we've got the equaliser, the change will be made. And Lazoga will be taken off as he scores. 25 minutes to go. A change of style of play, I suppose you could say. Probably a little bit risky to do that, just given the fact that we've just got ourselves back in level terms. But it also means we've got fresh legs as well. Now we can push on with this little boost that we've got from the equaliser. Sacco running forward. He's going to shoot. And I thought he'd scored. Was that side netting not even saved? Roof, yes, onto Sacco. Now getting behind Taylor. Sacco looks to try and go it alone if he can. Onto Chibitsky, in fact. Chibitsky going to shoot. Oh, should score. Should score. Great chance. Opened them up. This is more like it. Stretching their defence now. Something that we've yet to really do. But the extra bit of pace, and that has just about allowed us to get in behind them a little bit more frequently. Great opportunity. Should be 2-1 up here, though. Okay, Samba's just been taken off, I think. John Terry's just been brought on. Could you have really done a worse sub? Probably not, to be honest, but they've decided to do it anyway. Not going to complain. John Terry's at the back. Might allow us to get in behind them a little bit even more, to be honest. SAMBA was causing us some issues, and now with the extra pace, you would have thought we should be able to get past Terry. Roof. Now over to Sacco. Come on, Sacco. You've got to try and create something here. Maybe hold us up if you can. Sacco waiting for some sort of cutback and nearly arrived for Anita. Still got it, though, in the box. Sacco trying to keep hold of it as best as he can. Into Anita, who's going to try and turn and get round Lansbury. He's done that. Anita to try and shoot, blocks again, and needing somebody else to play it to. Vieira's going to try and line one up now from range, and he scores. That is unbelievable from Vieira. Fantastic strike, 8 minutes left, and it's given us the lead. Really, really good strike is that. And we've got ourselves in front, finally managed to do it. And after a lot of sort of good play around the box, a few blocks as well from the Villa defence, finally managed to find some sort of opening to get a shot away. And it's taken there by Vieira. Just needed an extra man to help us out. Vieira provides it, gets a good shot away. Keeper can't quite get there. Could maybe do better. Don't know why he's off his line so much, but we won't complain because it's gone in. And we're 2-1 in front. The changes have definitely worked. 100%. Had to change the style of play, and it's worked in our favour massively. And the former Leeds player, Robert Snodgrass, is going to come on and see whether we can try and pull back an equaliser for Aston Villa now in the final 5 minutes. Throwing loads of players forward as well. This could be a very interesting end to the game. one hand, we've got ourselves a huge counter-attacking opportunity. On the other hand, they are going to throw loads of players forward. So we'll wait and see what happens. Could be an interesting final few minutes. Oh, Alien was in there with a tackle. Luckily not given as a penalty or anything because it was a risky one, let's say. Could have been given potentially. Luckily, I think just did enough to put him off. We're getting very, very close to the end of the game here. Alioski not managing to win the header. Maybe a final chance here. Alan Hutton, of all people, getting forward. Snodgrass on the right-hand side. Going to look for some sort of cross, maybe. And actually dribbles it out of play. I mean, it's an interesting tactic from him. That's a 2-1 victory. Really happy with that. Gets us the 3 points and means that we end today's episode with 2 victories out of the 3. Of course, disappointing to have lost the first game, but happy with the way that we've responded in the last 2 games. Overall, I think we deserved that. I think definitely we made those changes. It made us look so much better. Lazoga getting us on level terms was also a huge turning point for us as well before those changes. So overall, very happy with it. I think we deserved it as well, given the way that we played in the final 30 minutes or so. So yeah, very happy with the victory, and again gets us 3 points. Hopefully still leaves us in a really good position in the league. Of course, now we will be at least I think, was it 9 points in front, maybe even more, depends on the other results that have happened in the Championship. And as you can see here, 11 points in front, got in front of Sheffield Wednesday, who obviously drew their game, allowing us to get even further in front. 50 points from 20 matches. We're doing really, really well so far in the league. Hopefully that can continue, despite the loss in today's episode. Let's do some play drills and see how we get on this week. Hopefully a bit of progress in terms of stats. In fact, in overall as well for Grotz, who goes up to 73. Great to see him going up. Still looking for some improvements, though, in game from him. We'll have to wait and see whether he's able to pull that out the bag or not. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, smash that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Apologies if this episode sounds a little bit different. Like I say, I'm still recovering from a bit of a cold or flu, whatever it is, and hopefully it'll be back to normal fairly soon. And we'll be back with Facecam when I'm back home as well. And like I said before, I'll do a video explaining the reasons why I'm going to be dropping out of uni this week. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.